I was going to call this song Alexis, you know what, and then I was like, nah, that's not good. So I rethought, and I was like, at the apex, you got to do something that spreads really, really far, because I have people's attention. So I rethought about it, and the name of this track was going to be, I thought I did the pros and cons, but I'm like, you know what, it just should be a commercial. So I just made a commercial song. So you're going to be like, oh, what are you talking about? I designed this song where I was looking for a song or a tight beat or anything that just was like mellow. So this is like, it's hot in Florida, bro. You're like, man, it's hot in Florida. And you're just like, man, if I'm riding my bike, especially if you're trying to get back into shape, you know, you're riding your skateboard, what kind of vibe do you want to vibe? You know what I mean? So like, this is a straightaway city, and not to drown this out too long, but if you're like going to like watch a favorite movie, like I'm complimenting your life. You're getting a whole bunch of movies coming out this year. Transformers coming out this year. I just blessed, and I'm trying to bless your transition. So if that didn't make any sense, why is it Kim Kardashian? You're gonna be like, oh, Kanye West. It doesn't really make a difference. I need a song at the apex that spreads to infinity, and that is not necessarily controversial, but it has a reason to spread. This is also why I made the song "What If" for the woman that was interested in inches in front of my face. I made multiple, and I made I'm a winner, dedicated that to the server at Miller's who came up and approached me, and they know who they are because we spoke. But it just allows us to spread better. Now, is there any beef in this? Oh, of course not. This is just a filler track, and Benji Yang produced it, and this is really good, and I'm just letting you know. He's coming out with more. I think he said he's putting out a beat, and Desires is too. About maybe like 15 producers are putting out like tracks rapid fire. So every once in a while, like I don't need to, like I can still create my own stuff, like produce my own stuff, which I'm going to do. But every once in a while, I'll look at their stuff and I'm like, dude, like that's crazy, bro. And I'll just be like, I'll just give them a commercial. That's how I've been looking at it. I don't do music for the sake of just making money. I know a lot of people are like, why is he spreading? Because it's an affirmation that you're trying to put money in his wallet, and then you're trying to put money into somebody else's wallet. And then I saw it as a plus to put it into a whole bunch of other, you get the point. So in this situation, I've already stated my position on staying single. I said, I'm going to be like Doctor Strange, because over the last 10 years, you've seen people take risks. Now you're seeing why those people took risks. Elon Musk started SpaceX, and you can see why. Like, you may not be able to see it now, but they're saying there's really nothing in space. I went to Wittenberg University for many different reasons, and it's going to take a little bit, like I saw the affirmation, this is like Princeton, or will be like Princeton, and it's practical. Like, some people are like, what are you talking about? In real time, this school like has value. So, you know, it's like you win awards. Like, think of every national championship as like a percentile. If they win the national championship one more time, which is possible with that new spread, let's just say possible period through transfer, or then like it's easy. You know, if Lincoln wanted to go down, or Calvin Simpson Hunt wanted to go down, they've already established it. You can do a whole bunch of things, and you know what I mean. It's in Cleveland. So I went to Wittenberg University. I think I successful in like production from the school and stuff, but my school supposedly has a festival, and it's a self-sufficient university. So what I mean by self-sufficient, I'll probably go up there to visit, and they have a thing called a wit cookie. And I know I'm digressing, but if I couldn't get like a decently made food, which I've been fed right. Like, it wasn't, I'll be honest with you, like as a black African American, you think like, oh, give Isaiah like the best pizza. They made up for it. At least 40% of the time I've been down here, they made up for it. And if not, I went outside and they made up for it, and I gave him credit. I gave him credit. He was a ginger. I gave him credit. I went 45 minutes, or not 45, I went all the way to Fort Myers. And if I had my car right now, I'd be showing you how you're not about to sit up here and use diction anymore. Look at my face after. You know, and if you know James Peterson, I want him to see why I kind of cut him off. But like, that was worth coming all the way up there for, bro. All the way up there. And then to cut the distance because of my parents, I worked at Marco's Pizza. So it was split difference between there, and I would just go back and forth because I had friends that were at FSW. So like I had double the ability to save and then invest. Because you're investing in food, but then you're saving food for quality and for consistency, meaning for mood. So if basically if a movie came out, I always do real time. If a movie came out, you know where I'm going. And a lot of people don't think like that. A lot of people don't think like that. They're like, oh no, you know what I mean? It's like, no, you know exactly where I'm going. When this movie comes out, I'm going across the street. I'm going all the way up here, about to get myself something to eat, and then I'm gonna watch this stuff. You know what I mean? So that's kind of how I live life, and the only reason why I did that, and I just wanted to live life differently. At 18, I came back down to Florida. I'm 26 now. When I was 18, I came back down to Florida. I just want to live my life and kind of live in real time. And so forth. But back to the Elon Musk start. You're seeing why Elon Musk is going to be right. You can kind of see it. You can see why Gary Vaynerchuk is going to be right with the internet. My investment with DistroKid, you're going to see why I'm right. And I don't think it has anything to do with the NFL. It has to do with the fact of, let's say that this weird virus thing broke out. Like this one was real, which they stopped. Thank God, there's geniuses. Let's say this broke out and it like put the NFL out for like a whole bunch. There goes your cash flow. So because I do music, I'm showing them that, you know, even if you guys didn't want me to do it, I'd rather trade the money that I would have made in the NFL for the longevity of being able to say I'm in music. Why? Because you have enough people in football, but that's not why I denied it. I denied it because I raised the class of musicians. Drake, everyone's becoming the average of Drake. Everyone's becoming the average of Russ. Everyone's becoming the average of, even if they are big in Hollywood, they're becoming the average of it, meaning the affirmations are changing. The affirmations are, there's, you know, other things. So, what was I going to say? I felt like I just wanted to raise it. Oh, another thing is, I gave Disney advertisement, and I know people are like, I know who's a fan and who's real. I appreciate it. I used math to do this. I gave Disney commercials because you become the average. So you're going to see that I have a massive fan base, and me giving you guys commercials is contributing to all the entertainment coming out. So when you look at my page, don't think of like, oh, he's making this music for him. I knew for a fact that all these people were going to make tons of money. I'm just being transparent. I gave these people commercials, and you're going to be like, wow, like you can instantly see, you know, a massive flip, and you know what I mean? Like they're going to be able to do a lot of things. And I did the Civilization #2 decision because Avatar I was keeping track as an Uber. Avatar was set to release. It already came out. There's a follow-up. I put that thing out there. I gave him a commercial for in 2019, I think that came out, the Civilization #2. So it's a commercial for his thing. Why? Because I wanted to kind of protect him and kind of ease people into the conversation, because a lot of people, not that they forgot about it, but they're in like a different reality. They're not really like paying attention. So I wanted to give them exposure to. And again, mathematically, they'll say, oh, he was brown nosing. I just saw the need to just pay attention to real time in the future. A lot of people aren't really looking at it. Matt Walsh was talking about, basically, like, Star Wars is great and everything, you know, but you see Avatar, bro, like, that's, supposedly speaking, they put a whole bunch of time and money into it, and it's like, this, for like, let's say 50 years down the line when there's a new generation, they're going to say, what the flip is this? And they're going to say, this is at year 7, or not year 7, at, like, spin-off number 7. And they're going to be like, this is like Kevin Feige's. Like, that's how I see it. So when anyone says this garbage, I'm like, you guys have to, like, I know they're going to be like, keep silent about it, but you know what I'm trying to say. Like, be very careful, man. Like, just be very careful. Give high quality, like, they're really putting it, like, it's not wrong. Like, and if you don't like it, it's because it's science fiction and they change the theme, but they don't have to have the same theme every time. They could change it up. So think of it like Marvel. There's different tones every time. So the first is more apocalyptic. That's one of my favorite themes. It doesn't have to be apocalyptic. It can be more storytelling and arcs. So you're going to appreciate this #2 because the following movies will come out. And we even talked about over here. They can do whatever they want to do. And a guy by the name of Lynn, we talked about it. He said, I think what they're going to do is they're going to have like lava people and stuff. I said, if you look at the atmosphere, you see more planets. So, I mean, it's crazy, bro. Just give it time. So I know I kind of digress, but this decision to do music and to go to the school, it's going to look like Elon Musk. Isaiah was kind of setting up with this as a fundamental piece to what he wanted to do. And the music part set up for what he wanted to do as well, and I'm right about it. And if people don't like me for it, you can see they don't like me for it. But I really think that this was the best decision that I felt I could do, and I think it gives free advertisement, so they don't have to pay a lot of money to advertise on my channel. Peace out.